Give it a little gas. Whoa. Oh my God. Yeah, this is pretty quick. Very quick SUV. Good afternoon, welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. This is Peter. Today we're going to get behind the wheel of this beautiful 2024 Ford Mustang Mach E GT. Before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Mustang Mach E. They've always been really good to me ever since 3 years ago. Big thank you to them, and I'm going to put all their information and a link to their website in the description below. Hey ladies and gentlemen, here we have this 2024 Ford Mustang Mach E GT. Now, for the lineup for the Mach E, there's been a bit of changes, a little bit of powertrain updates, power updates, and also we get a brand new model, which is the Ford Mustang Mach E Rally, which is basically a Ford Mustang Mach E GT with an off-road tuned suspension and some thinner kind of rally looking wheel, which is probably one of the best models there is. Hopefully one will come into this dealership and I'll be able to do a review. But here we have this Ford Mustang Mach E GT, even though this was not equipped with the performance package, which gives you that updated 700 pound-feet of torque of the new electric all-in-house motor that this new 2024 Ford Mustangs come with. So that's basically one of the changes, guys, for 2024 is that they have a new in-house electric rear motor that Ford developed. Gives a little more low-end torque, and of course in the Mach E GTs you also get an extra 100 pound-feet of torque. This one does not have it. This one has 600 pound-feet of torque, but the new GT Performance gives you 700 pound-feet of torque with the same horsepower at 480. Now obviously for other changes for 2024, we got a little bit redesigned front, a little bit tweaks in the rear. We also got two new colors for 2024, which is Eruption Green and Glacier Gray. If you saw my recent Ford F450, that was done in Glacier Gray, which is a fantastic color, and I'm sure will look great in this Ford Mach E. There's other minor interiors as well. We also got, of course, an updated 91 kilowatt battery, but that was updated for 2023. But overall, just minor changes, color differences, and of course, the biggest one is that new model with the rally version of this Ford Mach E, and of course the new engine and a little bit better basically overall range. Obviously you also got one of the biggest also changes for 2024 is that now you can charge your Ford F-150 Lightning or your Mach E at a Tesla charging station. So now Ford, if you apply online and your car qualifies, you can get basically in connector or an adapter so you can plug into the charging or the Tesla charging network, which is a fantastic way to do it. You can either do it by the Ford app or also the Tesla app as well. We allow you to charge this Ford Mach E GT into a Tesla charger, which is awesome. Of course, that brings you just a bigger, makes it more easier to charge your car, because obviously Tesla's network is a lot more stronger than Electrify America and all of those combined, if I'm correct. And heading to the front of this Ford Mustang Mach E GT, here you can see, guys, here's the changes for this new Ford Mach E. This one here is finished off in rapid rib, which really looks great in this Ford Mustang. Coming here, guys, you can see this is more of a kind of a trapezoid design to the tail of the headlight, which is basically reminiscent of the new Mustang as well. We also got a bit of different styled front end right here. As you can see, we got some air slots coming here. We got a bit of gloss black kind of here entering that. We also got, of course, your sensors here. Pretty aggressive front splitter, as you can see, because of course this is a GT model. We got also some basically active slats here, air slats that open up depending on the speed and the need of the cooling of the battery. We also have your pony badge here that lights up at night. That's part of this special of this GT models. We also got a front camera there as well. As you can see, very, very slick design to this Ford Mustang, kind of side, really nice side fenders here. The fenders look nice, of course, hiding this big thick tires. So really nice the way this is. Now coming here to the side of this Ford Mustang Mach E, as you can see, we got the same 5-spoke alloy wheels that come with this Mach E GT's 20-inch wheel. These are basically aluminum with a black interior or black gloss accent. We got 245 millimeter Continental Cross Contact all-season tires. It's kind of a sport all-season tire. Awesome the way it is. Of course, if we come here a little bit closer, we got 4-piston Brembo calipers that come starting out with all the GTs, and of course we get a 15.5-inch front rotor, which is vented. Really nice tire, wheel and brake combo, which they needed because always this is a pretty quick car and it's almost 5,000 pounds if I'm correct. Here, as you can see, we got the lower balance done in gloss black as well, which looks great. Mach E GT badge right there. All this is done great. Of course, the mirrors are done in black as well with the side turn signal right there. All the window trims are done in black. We got, of course, the unique door handle to this Ford Mach Mach-Es, you got to press the button here, and you got a little bit of a handle there. As you can see, they're pretty interesting to that. We also have your code here as well if you want to just leave your keys inside and put it in your code. Same wheel and tire size over here in the back. Here, of course, we only got a single piston caliper with a non-vented disc here in the back. But also, as you can see in the design of this Mach-Es, you got the black painted roof, which looks fantastic. I really like this two-tone. It kind of makes it look a lot sleeker than it actually really is. This one's also equipped with the what would say the glass roof, the glass panoramic roof, which is about a $1,500 option. We'll check out the sticker in a few moments. Come here to the side, we got a lower bounce here as well, the lower diffuser, which is also done in a gloss black. As you can see, really nice. We got a reverse camera right there, sensors, GT badge, and of course we got your very similar design taillights reminiscent of the Ford Mustang, and they also have the let's say directional turn signals that the Ford Mustang has. Basically the same thing on this Ford Mustang Mach-Es. Rear wiper in the back, you can see they're really nice. We got the third brake light right there. I really love the way this looks. Such a sleek, really nice looking for an SUV. Of course, there's quite a bit of competition in this segment. Of course, you got the Model Y, which is the biggest competitor. You also can, especially in this GT form, you can throw in the Ioniq 5, and you also have, I would say, the new Macan electric version as well in there, and of course the Kia EV6 GT. Of course, you got your key with us here. Same key, as you can see, guys. Open, close. Obviously, no remote start because it's an electric vehicle. So we just got to double click to open up your rear hatch over here. You can see we got the GT badge, the rear camera there. We got some LED lighting. Come here, you got about, I believe it's about 25 cubic feet of space. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen if I'm a little off. You got the seats that come down as well to give you much more room. Here on the side, we got some hooks as well. We got a 12-volt connection, bit of lighting, and that's about it. We got a little bit of a rubber floor mat that comes with also with a pony there. As you can see, pretty good rubber. As you can see, it's got plenty of stability there. And if we raise this up, we also have a little bit of basically a little cover you can put it installed and cover up your things for more privacy. We got, looks like a air pump, and also you get your cables here for connection. Now, one thing I don't know if this Mach-E is already coming with the adapter for the test stations. I don't know, or you have to order it, or the Ford dealership might give you one. I don't know, I have to make sure with that. But I know the 2025s are already come with the adapter already kind of installed into the system, so that's going to be much easier for you. But back of this Mustang Mach-E, let's go ahead and bring this down. You just got a little press a button, or you have a little door handle here, but this goes down automatically, and there you see, guys, we got no door handle in there, so you have to press the button, and of course just to kind of grab it here. Just a little bit of a handle here. As you can see, you can grab that. That's kind of designed for that, so you can put it in your hand there. But here we go. Here we have the back of this Mustang Mach E GT. As you can see, guys, we got the Alcantara here on the door. We got a bit of white stitching, or kind of a silver stitching as they call it. Speaker right there, and of course the seats are awesome the way they have the little bit of design to them. The Alcantara, a mix of X-Line leather seating. As you can see, they're pretty cool. The seats are cool in the front here. As you can see, we got a bit of more performance oriented seat. We got AC outlets, USB ports, and also basically a 12-volt connection there as well. The seats do come down as well, if I'm correct. There's a button right there. You can bring the seats down pretty easily, and of course they also recline. And of course we also got a center armrest with cup holders. But there you go, guys. We also, as you can see, let's try to get in here quickly. Oh, it's a little bit tight here, but as you can see here in the back of this Ford Mustang Mach-E, very nice, pretty roomy, pretty decently sized, by the size of an Ford Escape. As you see, we got the glass roof here on this one. Does not open, just a glass roof. You see we got the AC outlets and the USB ports. But there we go, guys. Here's the back of this Ford Mustang Mach-E. Let's go ahead and get to the front. And before we go inside, let's go ahead and take a look at the front, because obviously we don't have a motor to show you, so we're gonna just go ahead here. We go, just pop in it. We do have some hydraulic shocks there for the front. So here we go, guys. Here we have the front. There's nothing else. There's no engine you can show you. It's basically a front that is basically, you can put the water in here. It does drain as well, which is pretty cool. You got about 4.7 cubic feet of space here in the front. There's no longer any slots that kind of split this up. This is kind of more just a big space where you can put a few of groceries on the top here, anything like that, or some beers or some drinks if you're out on the beach or something. That's a pretty cool feature to have. But there you go, guys. Not much in terms of fluid except for just washer fluid, AC fluid, minor things, but overall not much fluids in this vehicle. Of course, you got the pony design right there. As you can see, the Mustang right there. So as you can see, guys, no engine to show you, but we got 480 horsepower, 600 pound-feet of torque going through the electronic all-wheel drive system that this has a motor on each end. Of course, as I mentioned, the rear motors are not done in-house, which is a new, they can provide you a little more horsepower and different little more easier charging. If you get the performance pack, you get 700 pound-feet of torque at the back of the rear engine, but a lot of torque, lots of course this is direct transmission. There's no transmission, just a direct drive for this Mach-E, and the range is about 280 miles on this Mustang Mach-E with the 91 kilowatt pack. There we go, guys. Here's the front of this Mustang Mach-E and some engine stats, but there we go. And before we go inside, let's go ahead and check out the sticker of this Ford Mustang Mach E. Now, of course, I'm going to put this for you guys up on the screen a little bit better because I know the reflection's kind of coming off the view to the sticker. 2024 Mustang Mach E GT. This one started at $53,995. This one option has $695 for the rapid red, $1,500 for the glass roof, $500 for the cord, and $395 for the interior protection package, for a total price of $58,990. No, $980, excuse me, for this Ford Mustang Mach E GT. Obviously, it's not cheap, but it's a pretty good looking. And coming here to the driver's side, as I mentioned, we have your little keypad right here, so you can see you can light it up and you can punch in a code and leave your keys inside, punch it in again, and unlock the door. Cool feature to have. Before just opening the door here, you gotta press the little button and this will open up for you right there. As you can see, a little grab handle, which is the same as in the back. We got that silver stitching as well. We got the soft material here for your door. We got that Alcantara finish, which is really nice, but soft more. This is kind of an active X material that Ford uses in this Mach E's. Controls for your windows and mirrors, and of course you got also memory seating as well. And heading into the interior, you can see we got the sport seats on this one. Now these seats are already standard for 2024 on any Mach E GT, not just a performance one as it was last year. So it's a really nice seat as well. We got stitching, as you can see there. We got both our front seats are heated, not cool, but just heated, but really nice the way this is. The leather and the kind of a mix of Alcantara and all the design is really cool to this Mach E GT. We got also the steering wheel covered in leather with the same white stitching. As you can see, there a bit of black planar trim finish on the rim here. Of course, we got a bit of aluminum trim, more Alcantara, and of course we got the cloth here on the center console or on your dash, which is really cool. We got a manually tilting telescoping steering wheel, controls for lights and everything else. We got, of course, the opening here for your front, and we got rubber floor mats on this one, as you can see. Let's go ahead, guys, and get inside. So now that we have the door closed and we have some AC cooling on the cabin, it feels fantastic because right now it's like a sauna out there. I don't know, it says 102 degrees outside, so yeah, it's quite hot today here in Central Florida. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, very nice layout to this interior, very nice ergonomics. It really works kind of way different than any other Ford product that there is, considering that they're updating their interiors. For example, the Ford Edge is really outdated compared to this in terms of those kind of apples to oranges, but as you can see, it feels like this is a totally different manufacturer. But very nice the way this is. The ergonomics, the visibility is excellent. Of course, we got the big solar roof there. As you can see, there a big glass roof. Up here on top, we got the black headliner. We got a place to put your sunglasses, controls for your lights, rear mirror. We also got home link as well. As you can see, we got the mirrors there for looking at yourself. Coming here, of course, I mentioned the 15.5-inch screen, which looks fantastic. We got your sound bar here, the way all this is, all the Bang & Olufsen speakers. I love the way all this is designed. We got a bit of a nice aluminum trim there with Alcantara and that silver stitching. Lockbox, as you can see there. Coming here to the bottom, we got my phone charging. We got a wireless charging pad right there. We also got some USB ports, cup holders, little dial for your basically direct drive, parking assist, and we got your hazards right there, parking brake. And coming here on your center console, that's also done in some leather. You can raise it up, and there's nothing out here in the bottom, just a little more space to put things. And there is a little tray here, one more 12-volt connection there, a little more space to put your things with a little door. Pretty cool to have. You get your GT badge right there. Start stop button right here. We got an AC outlet coming up here right now. That AC feels so good. Of course, you get your leather carbon steering wheel, as I just mentioned, controls for your adaptive cruise control, and you get a 90-day free trial of Ford's Blue Cruise system as part of the package for this Ford Mach E GT. So any Ford Mach E, you get that 90-day trial for the Ford's Blue Cruise. We're not going to use it today, unfortunately, but it is there for you. As you can see, we got the sensors there for you. 10.2-inch cluster here for all your information. For the driver's side, we got 93 miles of range, about 34% of battery, 0 miles per hour of it called ground speed. Of course, that's part of the ground speed for as an airplane. Of course, your parking directions, it's only got 12 miles, so it's a brand new one here. As you can see, we got all controls for that. Everything's very much on your fingertips. The ergonomics feels fantastic. As I mentioned, the steering wheel does move up and down and adjust. But a really nice cockpit that all the dash is sitting very low, which is great for visibility. And overall, very nice, very roomy, plenty of headroom as well, even with this panoramic sunroof. But coming here to the 15-inch screen, guys, of course, this has got for the latest and greatest Sync 4A, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Alexa, whatever you want to throw at it, it'll play or it'll hear. Got navigation. We also got a 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen system in this one, which sounds very, very good. Also got, as you can see, because we're on the settings here, we also got basically 3 drive modes. We got whisper, engage, and on bridle. We're actually going to put it on bridle, and you can do some adjustments. So if you want to turn the I pedal drive, kind of slows down with you letting go of the pedal, kind of brakes for you automatically. I got that turned off. But we got the proportional sound. You can turn it off and on. All kinds of different things you can adjust in terms of sound. If you want to just quiet with no imitation sounds, all that's controllable through the center screen. General, we also got ambient lighting as well on this one. Controls for sound. If we go back here, of course, you got the radio, phone navigation, media, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the great things. You also got tire pressure. As you can see, we'll check the tire pressure. So if that's gonna check our tire pressure, we are pretty much set. All things you can change. I'm gonna go into that, guys. We also got, of course, a rear camera. We got a 360-degree camera as well. We got a front and rear camera, so we can do all kinds of things as well. We got sensors front and rear. Pretty cool to have as well, as you can see there. And of course, all the controls. The only thing I don't really like is that having all your AC controls through the screen. They're pretty much set here, as you can see on the bottom. So you got high-low each side, basically dual zone AC. You got all the fan speed. You got heated steering wheel as well, and heated front seats. But other than that, you have to do everything through the screen. So once you get used to it, I'm sure it's easy. But of course, something new you might forget. You have to actually take your vision off the road to look at and adjust your temperature gauge, or you can actually just announce them through the voice recognition system. But if you want to do that and just do that quickly, it's gonna, obviously you have to take your vision off the road. But there we go, guys. Pretty simple to this interior of this Ford Mach E GT. Let's go ahead and go out for a drive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and go out for a test drive. Let's go ahead and put our reverse camera first, or reverse setting, and check out the camera. As you can see, the whole screen there, and the graphics are fantastic. You got all kinds of angles, but you also got trajectory lanes, and of course, and I gotta turn off my okay, we're off. And let's go ahead. We got the auto hold on, if I'm correct, but you back up, see the camera's got pretty good, and the sensors are awesome. Yep, I'm right against the sidewalk there, but it's pretty low. Let's go ahead and go forward. As I mentioned, I do have my one pedal drive off right now, so we're not gonna have some of that braking. But just to see how this feels, obviously, let's go back and check our settings and see that. Let's go back to where is unbridled and check our drive. Yeah, we're on unbridled. Of course, we're in the fastest settings, so that's the type of channel we are. We got basically our drive modes. So for those who have never driven an electric car, it's very similar to a gas vehicle. Obviously, there's no noise, and you're definitely gonna feel that it is much quicker, even on some other base models. Not as fast as GTC, but even just the base cars do feel pretty quickly compared to a normal car, gas car. Definitely quicker and instant response to the torque. And of course, drop it a little bit here. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of generative braking here going on, but just to charge the battery a little bit in itself. But this thing feels flat. It feels good. It does feel heavy because obviously it's almost a 5,000-pound car or an SUV. But if we come here to kind of semi-stop, and we got that car coming in there, yeah, let's go ahead and put it, guys, and give it a little bit of gas. Whoa! Oh my God! Yeah, this is pretty quick. Very quick SUV, as you can tell. Obviously, we got some generative braking going on, but my God, this car's fast. That's what makes them fun. Obviously, I love to have the noise and all that stuff, and that's a car enthusiast. That's what you feel that you need, of course. But and it's in its own weight, if you love driving and if you love the performance driving, yeah, an engine might be also. But these are actually pretty fun as well. You gotta admit, this thing handles pretty good, even though it's a heavier vehicle. Let's see if we can make this light. Yes, we can. And yeah, this thing turns in pretty good. Obviously, you can feel the weight. But just the power, just hit it on it and just super instant. This is so quick. Wow, and amazing how quick this thing just draws. Now the 0 to 60 in this one is about 3.9 seconds, and looking about 100-mile-an-hour quarter, a little bit 106. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen, how quick this Mach E GT in terms of stats. But it's pretty quick, and it does feel good. There's not much noise. I think I got the noise turned off right now, the kind of the weird jet toy noises. But wow, this thing feels so good. And of course, we left off the gas. It looks braking. You got some generative braking right there. And if we can just turn it back on and just kind of slowly accelerate, you feel that, just like a normal car in terms of the pedal and the feel. but once you step on it, I mean, this thing just rocket ships. Just the instant torque, 600 pound-feet of torque, and I can just imagine the 700 pound-feet of torque with the performance pack. That's gonna feel a little more crazy. But I've not driven a Tesla yet, unfortunately, so I gotta yet to test drive the Model Y or Model 3 Performance, or even the Plaid, the Model S Plaid. But overall, this feels super quick. Very little wind noise, super quiet, even though you got this wider, more performance tires. You can tell a little bit of road noise, but nothing crazy overall. Wow, this is kind of amazing how you get to drive. You get used to it. This one pedal driving, kind of semi braking. Of course, the generative braking, you get used to that. But it's fun. This thing is so fun. You know, there's no mechanicals going on. It's pretty reliable in its sense. Now, obviously, Ford does offer, I think, either a 8-year, 80,000, 100,000 mile warranty on the batteries on this one. So you're pretty much covered in terms of, you know, what, you know, they're already worried about batteries, if it's going to go bad later on in many years. But I think this is going to be pretty reliable vehicles for a while. I do follow Matt Farah from the Smoking Tire, and he does definitely had one that he just turned in. He was pretty happy with the experience. He might wanted to get another one, but he wanted to experience another car. But these things are just so quick, and make sure the cop is not coming behind us. But the acceleration on this thing is just so effortless. It's just so crazy how this just goes. Now, of course, in terms of range, 280 miles on this GT, depending on, of course, the different modes and stuff. But we have about 32% of battery left. We get about 87 miles. I can probably pretty much make it home in this type of percentage rate. Of course, if I don't get stuck in heavy traffic, or depending on the speed you're traveling in. But you know, that's mostly what people have in fear of these electric cars. They're expensive. The maintenance is still questionable in later years, and of course, the battery. You know, it's always body's got that battery, you know, anxiousness that, you know, am I gonna last? Am I gonna run out of battery? Now that Ford has you're able to charge at a Tesla station, you know, basically charging places just open up twice or 3 times as much. So you should have the confidence of even going on a road trip. In terms of the battery, this one here should charge it. If you're down to 15%, it should be able to charge at more than 80% in about 36 minutes if you have that 150 kilowatt or that area range. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen, but you should be able to charge this thing in about 35 minutes. So if you're gonna get a quick lunch, obviously it's not as fast as, like, you know, putting gas in 10 minutes and going, but you know, if you want to do a trip, and this thing, it shouldn't be as difficult, especially now with the Tesla charging station availability. Last I mentioned, you can either use the Tesla app or the Ford app, and, you know, go to there and use the app to, of course, pay through there, or use it to get some complimentary, whatever it is. But you can definitely use both apps to gain access to the charging network. But let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I think this is a great daily car. It's fantastic, it's fun, it's comfortable, especially in this GT trim. It's much more fun. You got the lower suspension, you got the adaptive shocks as well. If of course I didn't mention that, of course it's got adaptive shocks, all kinds of, you know, this is just a more sporting version of the Mach E in terms. But it's a fantastic car. I hope people, well, I think it's still going to continue. I don't mind having electric cars, but of course just to have that option of going gas, you know, that's what I think. It's a perfect world, or hybrid version as well, makes more sense. But all right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Once again, thank you very much to Bartow Ford and Tim for allowing me some time in this Ford Mustang Mach E, this 2024 brand new model. And let me know what you guys think. I really like this Ford Mustang Mach E, especially as a daily driver. It's got plenty of range, pretty fun, lots of amenities, good stereo. The suspension is a little bit on the stiffer side, but it is still pretty good for every day. And or not, just get a non-sport model of this Mach E. But there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, I thank you so very much. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Support the channel by leaving me a comment, leaving me a like. Let me know what you guys think of this Ford Mustang GT in terms of what it is. If you still got confidence in electric cars, they're a gimmick, but I think still Ford makes a good product, especially above some of a lot of competition in this segment. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.